Hi, my name is Nelia Rath, and I'm a middle school teacher at the Riverside School in Northern Vermont. I'm also a graduate of Antioch University, New England, and now I work with their Center for School Renewal to coordinate Critical Skills Institutes. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about why I think this is an awesome professional development experience for teachers. So, more than anything else, I think we need adults in this world who know how to work together to solve problems. Don't you? So as a teacher, I'm invested in helping my students practice the skills involved in working together to solve problems. And I'm intentional about creating and maintaining a culture in my classroom that encourages that kind of behavior and thinking. Creating that culture means valuing learning that is collaborative, experiential, problem-based, and standards-based. So let's think more about what that means. When you and your students value collaboration, it means that you build productive and supportive relationships, and you appreciate the distinct skills and talents of others, and you celebrate the effort and accomplishments of others, not just of yourself. When you value experiences, you see teachable moments. You recognize learning opportunities beyond the textbook, the lecture, the traditional lesson. And you take the time to reflect on what an experience has meant to the student and how it might transform their outlook on the future. When you value problems, you recognize that learning can be applied, that knowledge and skills can be of service to others in the school, the community, or even the world, and help make it a better place. And most importantly, students get in the habit of seeing a challenge as an opportunity for growth. Now, as a teacher, I know that standards is a loaded word. It can mean different things to different people. But let's consider it broadly. When we value standards in our own classroom culture, we recognize and appreciate that others have expectations of us, that goals are an effective way to be productive, and that we can work more efficiently when we know what we're working toward. So, we can recognize that the mandated learning goals we have for our students are often debated and very specific, and they must be addressed. But we can also teach students to set their own goals. We can teach them to articulate what high-quality work looks like, and we can ask them to measure their work against their own standards. These are life skills that are asked of adults in a lot of settings. When you create a classroom culture that values collaboration, experiences, problems, and standards, you're developing young people who will have the skills they need to be successful as adults in almost any endeavor. And by the way, this culture doesn't exclude other values you might want to impress upon your students or on your teaching. You can still be a teacher who differentiates, who wants research-based practices, who designs curriculum for multiple intelligences, who reads and applies the philosophies of Dewey or Gardner or Wiggins or Montessori or Maslow or Vygotsky, and anyone else. Let's put it all together and create intentional and unique classroom culture. The model of a critical skills classroom does just that. It was developed by teachers and business owners and community leaders based on the skills that they wanted to find among the adults that they worked with. When you take a Critical Skills Institute, you'll spend 40 hours immersed as a student in a classroom that values collaboration and experiences and problems and standards. And while you're in that setting, you'll be learning and planning how to establish this culture in your own classroom as well, no matter what the age or the subject you teach.